Next, staying with scripts, let's do a script to get us going with explosions and attaching them at a certain time, where just the cubes last for a while, they get shot out and they travel for a while, and within a couple of seconds or a few seconds they explode. So let's go down into scripts and make another one. Again, selecting on the folder, control click, make a new JavaScript. And we'll call this explosions. Explosions. And into monodevelop we go. This one will need something at the start and things to happen every frame. So I'll just get rid of that, just so we don't have to look at it. But the start is where we're going to establish a couple of values. But in order to use those values both in the start and the update, they're going to have to be global values. So they should be declared before we get into either of those functions below. So let's make them now. Var, let's say the creation time. Creation time is when the crate is created, and it will be, this time it will be of a number type and double, believe it or not. I can explain maybe on the board at some point why we call a double, but a double is a real number, a number with decimal places, so that's a good number to use for time. And we are going to have the thing that is going to explode, which is a transform, so we'll call it, how about explosion prefab? And it is a prefab that's already made. We don't need to make our explosion, we just need to deal with one that's already made by Unity. So, and it will be a transform, something that has these things: position, rotation, and scale. And, well, let's just look it up right now. Explosion, that's the one I think that we're going to use. And there you can see it has a transform component. And those are the only two that we need. So what we need to do is keep track of, or record, I guess is a better way of putting it, when the creation time happens. So when start, when whatever the script is put onto becomes alive, in other words, when this cube that is shot is first shot, we want to know what that creation time was. So we use that variable here, and we say it is simply time.time. And that will record the time at which it was created. Or spawned, I guess you could call it spawning. And then, in the update, every frame after that, after it's been made, we need to check to see if it's been alive for a certain amount of time. We're going to say if time.time, whatever time it is every update of every frame, if that is greater than, I'm going to paste creation time again, plus 3. And that will be 3 seconds. So let's say that, for example, creation time was 200. Well, at 201, 1 second after that, the time will be 201, and 201 is not greater than 203. And the next second, 202 is not greater than 203. And then 203 is still not greater than 203. So at 204, that will be greater than that. And so what do we want to do? We want to destroy the game object. Be careful here to put the close brace to match up these two braces for the if condition. So we're going to take the game object on which this code is put, so we just go destroy it, game object with a small g, make sure it doesn't turn to a big G. And having destroyed the object that this is on, which is the crate, we want to attach this explosion prefab. So we use this instantiate again. Takes in 3 things, takes in the thing that we want to instantiate, make an instance of from the prefab folder, and where, and the rotation, and that will be of wherever the cube was that this is on. So it is going to be again the same transform dot position and the same quaternion dot identity. So again, this code goes on to the cube, the crate, it gets destroyed, and at the same place, the same rotation, the same time, the explosion becomes alive, as it were. So let's save this, build all, check to make sure there are no errors. We'll still get that one little warning, it's not a big deal, but there are no errors. And we'll place this script on our crate. So let's go get our crate prefab and add to it our new script. And that new script requires this, the transform, which we want to be the explosion. So let's go find it. Explosion prefab. There we go. And that should do it. So let's play it and shoot a crate someplace where we can wait 1, 2, 3 to see it explode. I don't know if you saw it explode there, but it did. So you should see a bunch explode. There they go.